Yeah. So it was a point in my life, well, a couple points in my life where this happened actually last year too. I went to a mental hospital for trying to overdose on pills because life got hard, and you know. But my first time even trying to kill myself was when I was like.
Did anything like ever happen to you when you was younger?
Sexually, I got sexually. My mom don't know this. I did get touched. I got touched multiple times.
What age did that happen?
18.
How did that happen?
It was a friend. I thought it was a friend, and you know he had a crush on me. I sued my old job, Tip Top. I got sexually harassed there. That's part of the reason why I was there.
You got sexually harassed? What happened?
Sexually harassed. Working there, my second week, they.
Your mom, if she's watching this video right now, you're saying that this is the first time that she's heard about this happening. Why do you think you never told her? What's up, YouTube? Make sure you tap into my Instagram at Marcus the Interviewer. I'm going to be posting some exclusive content like this stuff right here that you didn't get to see on YouTube. So tap in with me on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm good.
All right. So are you homeless?
Not necessarily. I'm not homeless person.
Okay.
So my issue.
Go ahead. What's your situation?
I'm not necessarily homeless, but you know, my situation is my car. My car just got stolen a couple weeks prior back, and my car wasn't already working, and that's been an issue since the beginning of the year. But
were you sleeping in the car?
At one point I was, but then I got my own apartment, and I'm doing a roommate situation. I'm in a situation where I'm dealing with somebody who don't have concern for me in my relationship.
Your roommate, basically?
Yeah. I'm
male
not,
or female?
It's a female.
Okay.
I might get a little too I'm into it, but she is a prostitute, and that's how she makes her money. And for her to feel comfortable with me she want me to be a prostitute too to make money, and I'm not trying to be in a type of lifestyle at all. I just want to get my car so I can start working again, and after I start working again, I'll be good after I get my car. Honestly, my dream car has always been a Nissan Maxima. I found my car. It's in Florida though, so I'm gonna have to go to Florida to pick it up.
How much is it?
It's $13,000, nearly $14,000.
How old are you, by the way?
I just turned 21 May 9th, so I'll turn 22 next year.
Okay, so you're 21. Okay. How old is your roommate?
My roommate's 23. It's crazy because my roommate's actually my sibling.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So that's your sister?
Me and her can't get along because it's her lifestyle, and I believe my sister's smart, but I just can't do that for myself. And she's a big.
Have you ever done that?
No, she's a big influence, and she's trying to influence me to do it. So hey, let me introduce you to this dude. I'd be like, no, I got a boyfriend. I'm in a relationship, and sometimes it's like it don't get to her.
I'm so okay. So your sister's your roommate.
Mm-hmm.
How long has she been doing the sex work?
She's been doing it really since forever, honestly. I can't knock her for making her money. I just don't want.
I mean, since she was like a teenager type deal?
More like, yeah, teenager, probably like 18 going up.
And did you know about it when she first started? Or
Initially, no. She started getting more comfortable with telling me things, and you know, prostitution is illegal. I'm not going to get into all that, but it's like I don't want to be wrapped around all that when, let's say, a person, because there are times where she mentions to dudes that, hey, I have someone next door, so she make this person mad. Because there are times where I'm next door, I hear these people, her and her company arguing. I'd be like, just hopefully he don't hurt her. And
what are they arguing about?
Just random stuff. I don't even know. It's about sex, something, money. I don't know. It be confusing.
Does she make good money doing it?
She would say she do, but $50.
So that's how much she's getting?
That's not enough.
Nah,
and I'm not.
Does she have a pimp?
No, she don't got no pimp
No?
that I know
Okay.
of. I just feel
How does she, for the most part, get her customers? Does she
I mean,
get it online, or does
she get
walk the
online,
store?
and I can't, like, she get her money. I can't say she's broke because look, she have a car. I don't. I'm the one who don't got a car. Like, honestly, I just want to get to a point where I'm not stressing over money because there are times I don't eat because I just be focused on trying to get my money up so I can pay my rent.
So let's talk about that. So, okay. So first of all, how much is the rent? How much is your part of the rent?
My
your
part
portion?
of rent is like nearly $1,000 a month.
1,000 a month. So where y'all staying at?
Marietta.
Marietta is 2,000 a month.
It's really 1,500, 600 plus, utilities.
All the
stuff
various
like that.
stuff,
Yeah.
everything. So it comes up about 1,000 a month. Okay. And so, do you have any kids?
No.
No. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. So real quick, let's just start from the beginning. So, where you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Hey man, shout out that ATL, man. What part of Atlanta you from?
I've been all over, really, Southside, College Park.
Man, shout out that South Side, that SWATs, man. That Southwest Atlanta, man, all day. All right, and so growing up in Atlanta, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
My dad actually left when he was 5. So
When you was 5?
When I was 5, my mom, they got a divorce. And honestly, I do think I lack a male role model in my life. I mean, my dad, I can't say he was completely absent. He visits when he can, but
He kind of fell off after the divorce?
He fell off a lot because, honestly, growing up, it was just me, my mom, and my sisters against the world, basically.
How many sisters do you have?
2.
2?
Well, really more. My dad have other kids.
Well, as far as the ones you grew up in the house with?
2.
And where are you in the birth order?
I'm the second one.
Okay, you're in the middle. You're the middle child.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. I heard the middle child always a problem child. I wouldn't consider myself a problem. I always try to just do things by myself.
Do y'all share, the 3 of y'all share the same dad?
No, my older sister got a different dad. My younger sister got the same dad as me.
Okay. All right, and so growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
No.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So there was a point in my life, a couple points in my life where this happened actually last year too. I went to a mental hospital for trying to overdose on pills because life got hard, and but my first time even trying to kill myself was when I was like a minor, so like
how old were
9,
you?
10 years old.
9 or 10?
So yeah, 10, 9, 10 years old, you try to kill yourself. What kind of stress you be going under? But you gotta I don't want to get into all that, but my last attempt was last year. I was homeless. I was in my car. I had a car, and I was homeless. I was just going through the motions. I was in the car listening to Beyonce. I love Beyonce, and I was just there's a song called "I Was Here," and I was just in the car listening to it. And as I'm just listening to it, it made me upset because it's like I'm not where I want to be. So I drove to the bridge, and as I was going to jump, someone said something to me, and I got down off the bridge because someone said something to me. The police called. I went to the Wellstar Hospital for a couple of days. They talked to me. Part of the reason why I was in that situation was my old job. I just found out last night. I sued my old job, Tip Top. I got sexually harassed there. That's part of the reason why I was there.
You got sexually harassed? What happened?
Sexually harassed. Working there my second week, this man, he pulled his penis out on me, and I told the job. They really didn't care.
Is Tip Top, what is that, strip club or just a lounge?
Tip Top is actually a poultry, Tip Top chicken poultry. It's a job.
Okay, so it's like a warehouse type of job.
It's not a warehouse. Like you deal with chicken. They deal with chicken throughout the United States.
Okay, so it's like a chicken plant basically.
Yeah. So I just got an email last night telling me they don't believe that they did everything in their power. But it's like if you did everything in your power, I wouldn't feel the way I feel to this day because I felt like honestly it fired me because every day I kept on talking to them. I talked to them about, hey, this is what happened with this dude. Hey, today some dude touched my butt. Hey, and they never cared.
Did they fire the dude?
They never fired him neither.
Was it the same dude or was it different dudes?
It was sometimes different dudes, but the dude who pulled his penis out of me, that's the man when I was trying to get fired. It's been hard since trying to find like a stable job because my car's not here. I try to do like a GoFundMe.
I can dig it, but I want to go back to childhood, right? Because a lot of people's problems stem from childhood. Okay, and so let's do this. Let's come down here real quick. All right, let's give you a little bit of privacy, right? A little bit of room to talk, okay? Okay, so why did we try to take our life at 9 or 10 years old?
I don't want to necessarily blame my mom because she did her best for me growing up. I can't blame her. It's not her fault. It's not her fault, but some of the reasons why I did was because of her. And if she ever sees this, I don't want you to think it's your fault. It's not your fault. Some things that you did growing up wasn't what I like, or some things that you did.
Well, what are those things? Because there's going to be some moms that are going to need to hear this.
Sometimes listening to your child instead of trying to dismiss something, you're not depressed, you're not going through this. Because it's mainly black parents who do it more so than white parents. And that's true. I see it a lot all the time. You're not depressed. You're depressed, do some schoolwork. My mama always used to tell me that. And when it got to a point where I told my counselor, I got a counselor too. My mom didn't give me a counselor after I tried to kill myself. So after I got a counselor and I tried to take my life, she then got okay, this is serious. More so than, oh, it's just a depressing state because you make yourself depressed. I don't believe no one can make yourself depressed. I understand it's the mental disorder you can't control.
Well, I mean, you were 9 or 10 years old. So the bottom line is that it sounds like, and unfortunately, I understand what you're saying. It sounds like you had the type of mom that basically would railroad you in a conversation, wouldn't let you express yourself, wouldn't let you tell what your truths are, and wouldn't validate when you did express yourself, when you did tell your truth. And that's so dangerous. And so you're saying that resulted in you wanting to take your own life at 9 or 10 years old.
Yes.
Man, I'm really sorry to hear about that, man.
It's, I still love my mom to death. That's my mom. She was a single mother.
Well, of course, listen, we're not taking away from the love, right? Because love is a different thing. But you could love somebody but still kind of acknowledge that their actions may have caused you harm, and I totally get that. As far as, did anything like ever happen to you when you was younger?
Sexually, I got sexually, my mom don't know this. I did get touched. I got touched multiple times. My last relationship, I was drunk. I got touched. I got touched by my older cousins growing up. Let's say mommy and daddy, and you being young. Okay, what's that? But it was with clothes on, but sometimes they just do whatever.
Do whatever meaning what?
Like at one point, it was all in the living room. It was late at night, and I just felt like touching on me and with my butt and in my area and stuff like that. And I didn't really say anything or do anything about it. I'm up though. I'm up. I'm just uncomfortable.
What age were you when that happened?
I was really young. I was 6 around that time.
Do you think that, did you ever tell anybody at that time?
I only told mom I got.
What age did that happen?
18.
How did that happen?
It was a friend. I thought it was a friend, and he had a crush on me. I didn't really know, because I don't really, I'm really oblivious.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, very, very, very oblivious. So I don't really know when people be having a crush on me and stuff like that. So when we linked up, we was smoking, and we linked up, and we was smoking, we talking. He's like, "What you doing?" He's like, so we got the car, started smoking, and then he told me to reach down in the car and get something, and I had a skirt on, so
it showed your butt and stuff like that. I guess.
So he just
bent over.
He pushed me in the seat. He just pushed me down and just did what he wanted to do. It was bloody.
Blade? That was his name?
Bloody.
Oh, it was bloody? Wow. So, I mean, because it wasn't anal though, right? It was... Why do you think it was bloody?
Honestly, man. It might have been my, I don't know.
Like you might have been on your cycle or about to come on type deal?
It might have been that. I don't know.
Or maybe he was just too rough.
Because I just got off my cycle a couple days before, so it's like.
So maybe it was just being too rough.
He was rough. He didn't even take consideration. And after the situation, he blocked me. And when I tried to go to his house, because I knew where he lived at the time, I went to his house to go basically get him jumped, beat up.
Right.
Because I don't go for that. So he wasn't there. I told the one time I did call my dad and tell him something like that, I told him. And you know, his heart broke. He's like, my little girl got married. It's like,
I can't imagine. I mean, I literally, I don't know, man. I would have to have the amount of self-control I would have to not cause World War III.
That's what I'm saying.
If anything like that ever happened to one of my girls, is off the charts. I can't even imagine the self-control that I would have to have.
That's what I'm saying. In my self-control now, like, I don't tolerate shit by nobody. Even when I'm not around him, I'm at a point where it's like,
you have your walls up, you're defensive.
You know, I'm very defensive. Like, at this point, I had a gun pulled on me when I was in Oakland City. I got a gun pulled on my head.
Why?
It was a crackhead. It was a random crackhead. I didn't know him. It was a random crackhead.
Why do you think he pulled the gun out on you?
So I was coming around the corner by being off the phone with him. I got the phone with him, and then when I got the phone with him, I saw him. Me and made eye contact. And I could tell he was off. Like,
right.
his eyes looked like he was on something. So I see a gun. I look down. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I try to just evade him, but he just, who the fuck you looking at? Who the fuck? I'm like, whoa. I'm trying to back up. I'm like, and my boyfriend he had the basketball thing, and it's like, I'm just scared. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to see what can I do? What can I do? And in the middle of that, he just pulled a gun out. I'm like, and at that moment, I just realized today's my last day. I'm gonna die on the street. You know, I told my family that. They was like, oh, well, do better. Basically, I told them, you can't. Cause I have my license. I asked my grandma or my sister, can I use their car? Take the bus. I'm going to Atlanta. Okay, just be careful. We shouldn't be careful. Like, I can try to be careful all I want, but you don't ever know.
It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here,
and
man. That's just the truth. So real quick. So I do want to tap in. Because we find ourselves in this position. Like you say, you've had multiple incidents where you've tried to, I guess, take yourself off the earth. And I wanted to ask, the incident that occurred at 6 years old with your cousins or family members, whoever it was, do you think that played a role in what you tried to do at 9 or 10 years old?
I do. I really do.
And so your mom, if she's watching this video right now, you're saying that this is the first time that she's heard about this happening. Why do you think you never told her?
Not even judgment, because when I told her I got not to make sense she's a bad mom, but what she told me was it wouldn't have happened if you would have stayed in the house. And I was 18 at the time, yeah, but you know, to hear that, it's like, damn.
That was her response?
She said if you would have stayed in the house, then it wouldn't have happened. So I'm sorry it happened, but that's just the truth. And I'm like,
did she tell you to like stay in the house or something and you snuck out?
I was 18. I just graduated. Actually, no, it was on a weekend, and I snuck out. Not really snuck out because, you know, there's a camera and everything. So I was went outside for a minute. I was smoking outside. So I wouldn't say I snuck out.
So it happened like outside your house? Huh. So I mean, do you know this guy?
I knew him.
Is he still around?
Not necessarily, no. I haven't seen him in a minute, but I think I still know where he lives.
I mean, did you want to call him out? We gotta start calling these guys out, man. I don't want you to feel like you're in any danger or anything like that. That's why I asked. But if you wanted to, it's a big enough platform. It could possibly prevent him from doing that to the next young lady.
His name was Michael.
Okay. I mean, because there's a lot of Michaels. Did you want to just maybe say like the beginning of his last name, or like this is the initial or something? Or?
Michael S.
Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay, so it's okay.
It's okay. I'm not even trying to cry. I'm not even the type to cry, but you know, because I mean, I could be in a worse situation. I could be actually on the street.
Listen. You don't have to try to justify your feelings or anything like that, okay? This is what these conversations do, and they tend to be cathartic because you get to release some of this stuff, okay? Now, what I hear oftentimes during these conversations, you know, people, before they explain what their parent did, they come to their defense first, right? And I get that. You love your mom, you love your parents, I get it. We all do for the most part, right? But, you know, I mean, the responses to some of the traumas and things like that, how does that stuff really make you feel?
Honestly, like I just want to distance myself. I just want to get my own apartment, and have my own life away, and then I can come back to them whenever it's, you know, until I know, like, I just need my own space. If I have my own space, it'd be different to have, instead of being under somebody's thumb, because my name is not technically on my lease at all. Right. So if they wanted to
put you out, they could do it at any point.
At any point they won't. And I'm just trying to get on my A game. I came down here.
But specifically about your mom, though.
My mom.
How does her responses to the traumas in your life, how does that really make you feel? How do you feel about it?
I don't like it. At times when she explains, oh, I was a single mother of 3 kids. Okay, I didn't ask to be here. Like, you understand, like, you decided to have me. Understand, you decided to have 3 children. Like, I understand you was a single mother and you had to do it by yourself, but let's be realistic. I didn't say, hey, God, pick me next. Hey, mommy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't. Know, the bottom line is she laid down and had sex.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was her decision.
And I don't ever
women
try to
control access.
And I don't ever try to even make it seem like, hey, it's you. But at times it is you, and she just don't see it because she's so blinded by her own ego at times. And it is true. She's not going to ever admit it to herself, but it's very true. It's very true.
Well, I mean, listen, man, sometimes when they hear their family member, especially their child, say this on camera, it opens up another layer of, I guess, realization that, you know, I guess when they know that other people are going to see it too, you know, they kind of react differently. So hopefully that'll be the case in this situation, and you guys can.
Hopefully that's the case.
You guys can get a real conversation going, because you have to unroot this pain that you have about these different traumas, and, you know, the real feelings that you have about your mom. I know you don't want to like just throw it all out there or whatever, but I know that you feel a way about the way that she's kind of reacted to these things, and maybe the way she's treated you. And that pain and that trauma is going to stick around unless you kind of process it and, you know, get through it, you know, in a healthy way.
And I don't want to grow like self-hatred for my mom at all.
Right, that's why you need to talk to her.
Because that's what I grew for my sister growing up.
The one that you live with now?
Mm-hmm. I grew that for her, and even though it's hard.
Why do you think she decided to go down that road as far as the sex work and stuff, and what made you prevent yourself from doing that?
So why I didn't want to do it, and what made her do it? Well, for one, I know she had friends who's doing it, so I think her friends influenced her to like, hey, you should do this, and you know,
quick money, easy money.
Right. You know, you can probably make you do this, and I'm like, okay. She's trying to break it down to me, say, oh, this is a nice lifestyle. You can be living in that lifestyle you want, and you have all the money you want. Just let niggas be in you all the time. I'm like, huh? And I'm like, so we in Atlanta, and Atlanta is the highest STD, HIV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just ridiculous. You want me to get, so basically you give me $100 out of your time, and let's say the condom do break, and you have HIV, you didn't tell me, or STD, you didn't tell me. So I got the $100 for a disease I'm stuck with for life.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. I'm not into doing nothing stupid that's gonna mess with my body. I have self-respect for myself, and not only for me, for him too. I just can't go out, hey, I can give you this pussy for $5, $10. I'm like, I see people do it all the time, and I feel for them. I'm like, dang, I wish they didn't have to do that to make a living, but if they have to do that to make a living, that's what they have to do.
I can dig it.
You know, I don't try to knock nobody hustle down, but I just can't see that for myself. But if you try to, hey, do this, try to force it upon me, and knowing that I have a boyfriend, that's where it becomes the issue as well.
Right. It's like now you kind of
overstepping.
Right. Yeah, now you out of bounds with it. So,
exactly.
Well, listen, miss. Listen, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I have a Cash App.
What's your Cash App?
My Cash App is PytRamaya, but it's a capital P and a capital R.
Well, spell the whole thing out.
I'm gonna show it too. So capital P, YT, Ramaya.
Hold on. Okay, PytRamaya is a pretty young thing.
Pretty young thing.
all right.
Let me show you. Let me just show you my dream car real quick, so I can just it can be. If it's God's will, if it's God's will, if it's God's will for me to have it, this is my dream car, $13,995, and it only had 42,000 miles on it. So thank you so much.
All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate it. Any IG or Facebook?
I have an Instagram.
What's IG?
PytRamaya.
PytRamaya?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, listen, like I say, really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, all right?
Thank you so much.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Have a blessed one.
All right.